Hey guys, it's Adam from the Awesome Dude 101 here today with my WWE WrestleMania 37 Nights 1 and 2 predictions. Alright, ladies and gents, first up we're going to do Night 1, and we're going to start off with Lana and Naomi versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott versus Natalya and Tamina. I think that the Riot Squad is going to win this match because, well, they're like the only person that's been like the only two people that have been a tag team like since like forever ago. What's it been now? Since 2017, I think? Like late 2017. Granted, they were broken up for only for like 7 months. And yeah, I just don't see anybody else winning the match. Alright, next up is Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. I think that Cesaro is going to win this match. Judging by the way that they've been building this match up and up and up, it looks like that Cesaro is going to be the winner of the match. He's probably going to swing. He's probably going to break the record for the swings on Seth Rollins. What's the record now? 22? Yeah, he's going to break that at WrestleMania. Alright, next up is the steel cage match between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. Braun Strowman, dude. Unless he, like, drives, like, through the cage and Shane's feet hits first, Braun is going to win, no questions asked. Next up, the Raw Tag Team Championship between The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, against AJ Styles and Omos. It's going to suck, in my opinion, but AJ Styles and Omos are probably going to win. AJ Styles is my least favorite wrestler, if you guys didn't know that. I know I'm going to probably get a lot of heat in the comments for that. Go ahead, come at me. But I would like to see the New Day retain here, especially with Omos there, too. Like, it's his first match. He's getting a Tag Team Championship match at WrestleMania. Nothing against Omos or anything, but I don't think he's ready yet. He's too green, in my opinion. Next up, the big attraction match between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest against The Miz and John Morrison. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Come on, anytime there's been a celebrity at WrestleMania, they've always won. Well, a celebrity that isn't a wrestler. Like, come on, it's kind of obvious that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest are going to win, and honestly, I don't see a problem with that. It could really boost Damian Priest's career, in my opinion. Next up is the WWE Championship match between Bobby Lashley with MVP against Drew McIntyre. As much as it's going to suck, again, Drew McIntyre. I really do like Drew McIntyre, but, like, Bobby just got the championship, and I want to see him have a dominant run and, like, plow through, like, everybody until there's just, like, one huge force. Maybe, like, I don't know. Let's just say, I don't want to say Drew McIntyre. Let's say Braun Strowman. Yeah. But I would like Bobby to win, but it's probably going to be Drew. And the historic main event for Night 1, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think that Bianca Belair is going to go over. In my predictions for the Royal Rumble, I predicted that either her or Alexa Bliss was going to win the Royal Rumble. And it all depended on who won the Men's Rumble. And, well, for me, it didn't matter who won the Men's Rumble because neither of my picks were in the Men's Rumble. Thanks. Anyway, yeah. Bianca, I think they're just going to pull the trigger on her now and make her the champ. Okay, moving on to Night 2. The Women's Tag Team Championship between Nia Jax. Moving on to Night 2, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler with Reginald, who I've made a Hidden Gems of Wrestling video on, you should totally go check out, against the winners of the Tag Team Turmoil, which, I said was going to be the Riot Squad. And I think the Riot Squad are going to become the champions. I thought that Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan were going to be the first Women's Tag Team Champions, but they went with Sasha Banks and Bayley instead. Really, out of all the teams in the chamber? No offense to Sasha and Bayley or anything, but they weren't really a full-time tag team. They were just thrown together for the match. Next is the U.S. title match between Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. Honestly, I see this one going either way, but if I had to pick one, I think it's going to be Sheamus, actually. And Sheamus is a former United States champion himself, so that might help him. Next up is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. I was actually planning on saying I think Sammy might win and Logan might get involved. No, Logan's gonna be there anyway. Well, I think either Kevin's gonna win by jumping off the sign, or not the sign, the pirate ship, or Sami Zayn's gonna win because Logan Paul's gonna interfere, or who knows, maybe Logan Paul will interfere and help Kevin. Next up is the Nigerian drum fight for the Intercontinental Championship between Big E and Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews is probably gonna win. I'd say they're gonna push him to the moon now. In the mid-card division, he's a former United States champion, had an amazing run with the title as a face. Now he's gonna have a heel run, probably with the Intercontinental Championship. Next is The Fiend with Alexa Bliss, if she's even there, because she was advertised for TLC but wasn't there, versus Randy Orton. Apparently this is supposed to be a squash match where The Fiend beats Randy in like 2 minutes. That's what I heard anyway from my sources. Yeah, The Fiend. All right, we're getting pretty close now. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. I think Rhea Ripley is gonna win, even though this is actually her second WrestleMania match. This is her first WrestleMania match as a part of the main roster. I think they're gonna immediately push Rhea to the moon. I'd say she's probably gonna be the next Charlotte. And the main event for night 2, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table with Paul Heyman, versus Edge, the rated R superstar, the winner of the Royal Rumble, versus Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Mr. Inserts himself into WrestleMania main events. Roman's retaining here, and he's going to pin Bryan. I mean, in the only other instance I see, Edge wins, but he pins Bryan. But it's probably going to be Roman retaining. I don't see anybody taking the belt from him, ever. Anyways, guys, those are my WrestleMania Night 1 and 2 predictions for WrestleMania 37. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Thank y'all for watching, and remember, be awesome.